Imagine standing at the edge of a vast ocean, its waves relentless, its horizon endless. Life often feels like that ocean, deep, mysterious, and at times overwhelmingly turbulent. We sail through it, not knowing when the storm will hit, yet we hope our fragile vessel can withstand the force of the wave. But what if I told you there's a profound strength, a guiding presence, always available to calm those waters, not by eliminating the storm, but by transforming how we navigate through it. This strength is what emerges when we invite God into our difficulties. Now, let's pause for a moment and truly reflect on this. We often think of difficulties as barriers, as obstacles that block our path. But are they really? Or could they be an invitation, a whisper from the depths of existence, calling us to seek something beyond ourselves? To invite God into our challenges is not to demand their immediate resolution. It is not to summon some celestial force to rearrange the world according to our desires. Rather, it is to open ourselves to the possibility that there is a meaning in the chaos, a lesson within the struggle, and a presence within the silence. Think about it. A seed must break before it sprouts. A river carves its way through stone not by force, but by persistence and flow. Difficulty, when embraced with faith, becomes the sacred ground where growth takes root. And by inviting God into that ground, we align ourselves with something far greater than our individual will. A divine rhythm, a timeless harmony that transcends our immediate understanding. But how do we do this? How do we extend that invitation? First, we must surrender. Second, we must listen. In the noise of our fears and the chatter of our anxieties, God often speaks in whispers. And finally, we must act, not with the frantic urgency of fixing, but with the quiet confidence of faith. When we invite God into our difficulties, we are not passive observers waiting for miracles. We become co-creators, stepping forward with courage, trusting that every step, no matter how small, is guided. Consider this. When the ocean is rough, it's not the boat's strength that saves the sailor, but the anchor's steadiness. God is that anchor, a presence that holds firm when the waves rise and the wind roars. So, when you face life's storms, and you will, for in every difficulty lies the seed of grace waiting to bloom. And when we open our hearts to the divine, we find not only the strength to endure, but the wisdom to thrive. Difficulties are often seen as obstacles, things to be avoided or overcome as quickly as possible. However, they hold a deeper purpose. They challenge our assumptions, push us beyond our comfort zones, and force us to confront aspects of ourselves we might otherwise ignore. Within every difficulty lies a hidden invitation, a call to grow in ways we may not yet understand. These moments are not merely tests, but opportunities to develop resilience, wisdom, and a more profound connection to the divine. Instead of seeing difficulties as barriers, we can choose to approach them as sacred opportunities to transform our pain into purpose. Through this perspective, even the most challenging experiences can become stepping stones toward greater awareness and strength. Surrendering to God is not about giving up or resigning ourselves to defeat. It is an act of trust that acknowledges the limits of our own understanding. When we face difficulties, our instinct is often to fight or control the situation, believing that sheer willpower can resolve everything. But there are moments when our efforts fall short, and we are left feeling powerless. In these moments, surrender is a powerful choice. It is the decision to let go of the need to have all the answers, and to place our trust in a wisdom that transcends our own. Surrender is not passive. It is a conscious act of faith that opens the door to clarity, guidance, and peace, even amidst uncertainty. End quote. It allows us to stop resisting what is and instead align ourselves with the flow of a greater plan, one that is often beyond our immediate comprehension. Through surrender, we find a strength that comes not from force but from faith. Listening for God's guidance requires a deliberate shift from the noise of the external world to the stillness within. Life's difficulties often amplify the chatter of our fears and doubts, making it harder to discern a sense of direction. Yet it is in the quiet moments, when we pause and turn inward, that we open ourselves to divine wisdom. God speaks not through thunderous declarations, but through whispers, subtle insights, and gentle nudges that require attentiveness to recognize. To listen is to create space. Through prayer, meditation, or reflective silence, where the distractions of the mind can settle and the heart can attune to a deeper truth. It demands patience and trust, as guidance often comes in ways we do not expect, or on timelines we cannot control. By cultivating this practice of listening, we learn to recognize the presence of God's voice amid the noise, and to follow it with humility and faith. Faith has the extraordinary power to transform struggles into sacred opportunities. When faced with challenges, it is natural to feel overwhelmed or to question the purpose behind our pain. However, faith allows us to see beyond the surface of our struggles and trust that there is meaning and growth embedded within them. It shifts our perspective from one of resistance to one of openness, enabling us to embrace difficulties as part of a larger divine plan. Faith does not eliminate the trials we face, but redefines how we experience them, turning obstacles into lessons and hardships into catalysts for spiritual and emotional growth. It encourages us to lean into the unknown with confidence, trusting that even in the midst of chaos, there is a purpose unfolding. Through faith, we begin to recognize that struggles are not merely burdens, but opportunities to deepen our connection with God, strengthen our resilience, and uncover hidden strengths we didn't know we possessed. God's presence serves as an unshakable anchor amidst life's storms, offering stability and reassurance when everything around us feels uncertain. In times of struggle, it is easy to feel adrift, as though we are being tossed about by forces beyond our control. Yet the presence of God provides a grounding force, a steadying calm that helps us endure even the most turbulent circumstances. This anchoring is not about erasing the difficulties, but about giving us the strength and perspective to face them with courage. When we allow God's presence to anchor us, we are reminded that we are not alone, no matter how isolating our challenges may seem. This connection offers a profound sense of security and peace, enabling us to navigate life's tempests with a quiet confidence rooted in faith. It is through this relationship with God that we find the inner fortitude to keep moving forward, knowing we are being held by a power far greater than ourselves. Inviting God into our difficulties empowers us to become co-creators in shaping our responses to life's challenges. This act is not a surrender to passivity or a relinquishing of responsibility, but a collaboration with divine guidance that enables us to approach our struggles with courage and purpose. When we invite God into our difficulties, we open ourselves to a source of wisdom and strength that goes beyond our human limitation. This partnership shifts our focus from merely surviving to actively participating in the unfolding of solutions and growth. It inspires us to take steps, no matter how small, toward resolution, knowing that we are guided and supported. Through this invitation, our actions are no longer fueled by fear or desperation, but by faith and a deeper understanding of our capacity to overcome. The presence of God transforms our efforts, infusing them with clarity and direction that align us with a greater purpose and plan. In life's most challenging moments, we are presented with a profound choice: to face our difficulties alone or to invite God into the journey. By opening our hearts to His presence, we transform our struggles into opportunities for growth, resilience, and deeper connection. Surrendering to His guidance allows us to release the illusion of control, while faith empowers us to see meaning even in our pain. Through stillness, we can hear His whispers, and with courage, we become co-creators in overcoming life's storms. God's presence becomes our anchor, steady and unwavering, reminding us that we are never truly alone. By embracing this divine partnership, we discover not only the strength to endure, but the wisdom to thrive, knowing that every difficulty is a pathway to grace.